Hey guys, John here. Today we're going to have some fun and check out what people are buying in the world of tube amplifiers. So yesterday I was browsing on Thomann, my favorite web store for guitar gear and everything music gear related, and I stumbled across the ranking list of, the amps that people are buying. So we're going to start this video off by taking a look at the top 25 amplifiers, starting at number 25 and then going all the way up to number 1. To see what is the most popular amplifier, to see what people are buying, and to just make some general observations on this list. Could be interesting to get some insight in this. And I just think it's going to be fun and interesting to sort of react to this list and also take a look at the prices are currently of all those amplifiers. So we're on Thomann right now. And in case you're not aware, I'm an affiliate partner for Thomann. So if you want to buy any of these amplifiers, please use my affiliate link down below. You can also use my Sweetwater affiliate link if you're in the United States. All right, so let's go ahead and start at, let's start at number 26, as that is the amplifier that we have over here. This is the Electro Harmonix MIG50 head. I got to be honest, I've never tried this amplifier. I'm not familiar with it at all. So I don't know what sort of amplifier it is, but at 722 euros, the price isn't bad. So Electro Harmonix, if you're watching this, if you want me to feature that amplifier, I'm here. I'm guessing it's sort of high watt Marshall Plexi-ish. So it's basic. It looks like a good pedal platform amp, vintage style amplifier, but I could be completely wrong. Let's move on to number 25, the Marshall DSL 100 HR. Wonderful amplifier. It's 800 euros, 799 to be precise, which still is a very fair price. I used to have this amplifier in the studio, really enjoyed it. It's quite a versatile Marshall too. Sparkling Marshall clean, good crunch tone, and very thick high gain tones. So it's not surprising to me that this is at number 25. So yeah, let's go up and see what we have next. Number 24, the Soldano Astro 20 head. Love the amp. Have one back there somewhere. It's basically the most affordable full tube Soldano amplifier head. And it's actually a bit more versatile than the SLO. So more versatile than the SLO 30 and the 100. Of course, it's still a 20 watt head with two V6 tubes. So it's not going to give you the oomph and headroom that the SLO 100 has, for example, or the SLO 30, but it's a really nice head and you can really customize all the channels, and the clean channel is excellent. It's probably the best Soldano clean, maybe one of the best cleans ever, in fact. And I love this amp, and at $2,299, it's actually, pretty fairly priced, especially if you compare it to the more expensive Soldanos. So great amplifier, should be higher on the list, maybe, in my opinion. This is a surprise to me. So this is the Usen-Kettner Triamp Mark III at 2,198 euros. This is the Usen-Kettner flagship amplifier. This thing does it all. I think it has 4 or 6 channels or something insane like that. A lot of tubes. You can choose between EL34s, 606s, switch between them. I'd love to have one of these in my studio one day. But the price, I think these used to be twice as expensive. So something is happening here. So if you want to jump on this amplifier, maybe do it now. I have no idea what's going on at Usen-Kettner, but this is an amazing price for such an amplifier that used to cost, like, as I said, double the amount. So yeah, really cool. If you want to buy one, please use my affiliate link. And then at number 22, which also is surprising because yesterday when I checked this list, this was at number 1. So this is kind of a big shift here. But at number 22, we have the PRS MT15. Not surprising, at 599. So it's a little bit more expensive than when I bought it, but only like 50 euros or maybe 100 euros more expensive. And that was like 5, 6, maybe 7 years ago or so. Really great amplifier. Great for the high gain nuts. 15 watts, but still plenty of punch and headroom going on. Nice, sparkly clean. Not really good crunch tone. I think that the new version has crunch mode on there, which will make it a little bit more versatile, but I think that that one is going to be priced quite a bit higher. I think around $9.99 or something. That's what I heard anyway, which is a bit too much, in my opinion, in comparison to this first version. Anyway, cool little amplifier. I was definitely expecting this to be higher on the list. In fact, I was expecting it to be on number 1. At 21, the Marshall 1959 HW. 2,000 euros. A Marshall Plexi, basically. Yeah, what can I say? It's a classic. People are still buying like the super loud amplifiers, aren't they? Which is interesting. Why is this little MT15 lower? I guess because this is just a classic, you know. And at 2,000, I think these are made in the UK. I'm not entirely sure, but that's a pretty cool price for your average, you know, Plexi. I don't know if this is a 50 watt or a 100 watt, but hell yeah, looks cool. Not really like my number 1 type of amplifier. I have the 20 watt over there, which is plenty loud for me, in fact. And then at 20, the EVH 5150 Iconic 80 watt top. Well, top. That's Dutch, actually. 759 euros. Not surprising, since this is probably the most affordable 5150 style amplifier out there. This is the Iconic. This is the one that I haven't tried yet, but I've heard great things about it. I think it sounds closer to the block letter 5150 or the 6505, if I'm not mistaken, but it has some cool features like a noise gate and an overdrive or a boost function that adds gain, which never is a bad thing. But yeah, not really surprising that this is in the top 20. Could have been higher on the list. Let's move on to number 19. This cute little guy, the Marshall DSL-1 HR at 249 euros. So this is probably a great practice amp. I've never tried this one. I think it has 12AX7 as the power tube or something. It's only 1 watts, obviously. So this is an interesting little amplifier, great for practice, or if you're starting out and you want that Marshall sound in a small package. Not surprising that this is high on the list. You know, people are on a budget these days with the tariffs and everything. Cute little guy. I was expecting the MT15 to be higher on the list, to be honest. Let's go to number 18. Marshall SN20H Studio 900 head. Very interesting. At 1,189 euros. So I haven't tried this one. I haven't tried the JTM Studio, which not really is an amplifier. It's not really an amplifier that I would gravitate towards, since it's, you know, very vintage, warm, and low gain. This one, on the other hand, I hope to get one in the studio soon, because the JCM 900 is an interesting amp. It was used on a bunch of records that I really like, and it has plenty of gain on tap too. So I hope to get this one in the studio, and it's not surprising that it's in this list. Number 18 seems like a fair number for this amplifier. And it's fairly new as well, of course. All right, number 17. So people are still buying these. The Mesa Boogie Mark 7 head. Number 17 at 4,399 euros. I mean, I think this is probably a cool head to have, right? It's the newest Mark, the newest, well, aside from the, you know, the reissue 2C+. But the price, look at this price, that's not affordable. And of course, Gibson and Mesa Boogie, you know, they're a little bit of a controversial brand duo, or whatever you like to call it. It's surprising to me that this is higher on the list than something like the MT15, which is way more affordable. But yeah, apparently people are buying these things and enjoying these, which is great. Power to them. I mean, I like to see the tube amplifier market thrive. So I like to see that people are also buying the more expensive amps, right? Let's move on to number 16, the Marshall 2525H Mini Silver Jubilee at $899. Great little head. I have a limited edition up here. Quite a versatile amp. This might be the most versatile 20 watt Marshall. Great cleans, great crunch. And then the gain has more gain on tap than the JCM 800, and the EQ is way more powerful as well. And you have the pull gain shift thingy so that you can add some diode clipping and stuff. I really like this one. So yeah, this is another one that's not surprising to me that it's on number 16. Great Marshall head, really cool. And another Boogie at 15 at 4,555, so 4,555 euros for the Mesa Boogie JP2C head, the John Petrucci mark. Wow. I didn't know that many people were buying these. Now, it's a little bit of a shame that I'm not able to see the sales numbers. I have no idea how many people are buying these and how this list is made. I don't know if this is like a list that they, that they update every week or something like that. I have no idea, but it's a little bit surprising to me that this is on number 15. I wasn't expecting, once again, that people are buying these so often in comparison, again, to something like the MT15, but should be a wonderful amplifier. John Petrucci is great. He knows tone. And of course, Boogie, especially the the pre-Gibson Boogies are excellent quality and stuff. So cool amp, a little bit unexpected. Number 14, the Usengetner Tubemeister Deluxe 20 at 598 euros. I have the 40-watt version of this somewhere up there, which is a really enjoyable amplifier. This is the smaller 20-watt amplifier. Another cool budget option. I haven't tried this one, but if it's as good as the 40, it should be a great all-around little practice amp. Great price as well. I like the Usengetner black with blue look a lot. Not really surprising that it's on number 14. I would have placed the MT15 higher on the list than this one, but apparently it's selling well. Maybe they lowered the price of this one as well. I don't know. And then at number 13, the Marshall 2555X Silver Jubilee at 1,299 euros. Not really surprising. I mean, again, this is the bigger version of the smaller one that we just had in the list. It's not really a bad price. I don't know where they make these, if these are made in the UK or maybe in Asia. But, I think that people who enjoy Guns N' Roses and artists like Slash are really going to like this head for the same reasons as the smaller one. So I can definitely see why this might be on number 13. Cool, let's move on to number 12. Excellent, the Engel E658 Steve Morse Signature 20. Really cool. I like this amplifier a lot. I have one back there as well. 1,422 euros. I am expecting the Iron Ball by Engel to be higher on the list, because in my opinion, that one is a little bit more versatile, since this is very much a lead-focused amplifier, but it is a really good one. The delay and the reverb and the soak, the power soak, and the noise gate, all those features are really nice. So it's a really packed little amplifier. And of course, Steve Morse is a really good guitarist. So a little bit surprising because it's a little bit more niche, but I hope to see the Iron Ball or the Fireball 25 higher on the list, but we'll see in a minute. Moving on to number 11, one of my favorites, the Synergy Syn 20 IR at 1,190 euros. This thing is awesome. I love this thing so much. I mean, if you're going to buy one of these, you're going to have to buy at least one of the modules. So that's going to set you back at around 400 to 500 euros, I believe. But that will give you a really cool, sort of customized 3-channel amplifier with an excellent clean channel, IR loading, multiple power amp voicings and stuff. This is a great amp, and 11 is a great spot. I was expecting it to be a little bit higher maybe, since it's also new and quite popular. But excellent amp. Love this thing. Let's go to number 10. Aha, Marshall Studio Classic SC28. So this is the JCM 800. I guess it's more classic, than the Silver Jubilee. I think that the Silver Jubilee Mini is more versatile, as I just mentioned, but this does deliver that raw and classic Marshall JCM 800 tone at 849 euros. Not bad. Not bad. On number 9, the Marshall Studio JTM ST20H head for the same price as the 849 euros. Interesting. So I guess a lot of more classic players definitely are buying amps, as this is a more vintage flavored amplifier. As I mentioned, I haven't tried this one. It's not the first one that I would try, but it looks really cool. And I think it might be a very good pedal platform, actually, because of the bit more warm sound that the JTM amps tend to offer. I believe Jimi Hendrix, was known for using JTMs, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't expecting this to be this high on the list, but I guess that a lot of, Fendery guitar and bluesy players are buying these amps, which is good. All right. On number 8, the classic, the Marshall JCM 800 reissue, so the big boy, the 2203. I believe that is the 100 watt version at 1,690 euros. Not a bad price, considering that this probably is a UK made amplifier. Not entirely sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the classic. It's louder than the 20 watt version down here, of course, but I guess that people are still rocking these things. So it's kind of cool to see a classic amplifier like that on number 8 for the JCM 800. Awesome. Let's go to number 7. Oh, and this is a bundle. So people are buying the Marshall JVM 410H with a cabinet. So that's cool. 2,222 euros for the whole stack. It's a half stack technically, but that's really cool to see. People are rocking. And Marshall seems to be doing really well at Thomann right now. So a lot of classic rockers are buying these tube amps still. Excellent. I appreciate you folks. Of course, this is, the most versatile Marshall. 4 channels, 3 modes per channel. Plenty of gain on tap if you want it. It does the crunch stuff as well. I used to have one. I sold it to a very good friend of mine. He's enjoying the amplifier every single day. But yeah, this amp is really cool. But I'm a little bit surprised to see the bundle up this high. So it means that a lot of people are buying the half stack. Really cool. Number 6, the other iconic, but this one is black. So this is the same as the white one, but then in black. So, all right. Okay, not so surprising to see this one at number 6, 739. So yeah, I was thinking maybe that the other one could have been higher, but apparently people are enjoying the black version a bit more. Cool. And then number 5, the Usenkettner Grandmeister Deluxe 40 at 1,000 euros or 999. I used to have this one. It's very versatile, built-in effects, 4 channels, I believe. Yeah, really interesting amplifier. Wasn't my favorite. I do prefer the Tube Meister Deluxe 40, which is why I have that one. Still, it's more simple than this one. This one has you can save all the potentiometer settings and stuff, so it can be a quite versatile amplifier for live. Interesting to see this on number 5. Maybe they lowered the price on this one as well. I'm not sure. And maybe that's why people are flocking to the Usenkettner amps right now. Cool. I like it. It's not, my favorite, but it's cool to see an amplifier like this on number 5. Let's go to number 4. Exciting. The JVM 410H by Marshall, of course, just the head, so not the bundle. 1,349 euros. So they raised the price a little bit, but yeah, it's definitely worth it still. Really, really great amplifiers. You can do anything with these, especially anything Marshall flavored, including super high gain metal, which most other Marshall amplifiers lack. So yeah, not really surprising to see this one on number 4. Again, Marshall's killing it. Another Marshall at number 3. The DSL 20HR, which I have up there as well, 439 euros. So it's your budget DSL. Sounds great. The clean is very bright and chimey. The gain channel is nice and gainy. It doesn't really do crunch, if you ask me. So this is kind of similar to the MT15 in that it does clean well-ish. If you like that Marshall clean, and then a very nice high gain tone, but not really anything in between that is good enough for that, in my opinion. But a great budget amp if you like, you know, rock, punk rock, metal, stuff like that. Put a boost in front to tighten it up. You've got yourself a very nice rig. I have that one, again, up there somewhere. Great budget amplifiers. They did raise the price once again. Moving on to number 2. Really, the Marshall Studio Vintage SV20H. So that's the mini plexi, the 20-watt version. 829 euros for the mini plexi. So a lot of people are playing really loud music, or they all have a load box or an attenuator or something like that, because this thing, again, this is a non-master volume amp. So in order to get some, you know, crunch out of this amp, you're going to have to crank it up all the way. So this is a super loud amplifier. Not as loud as the big one, obviously, but still very loud. So it's a little bit surprising to me, actually, that this is more popular than the Silver Jubilee and the SC20H, but maybe I'm just a little bit disconnected from the crowd who likes those very vintage style amplifiers, as I tend to enjoy more modern amplifiers in general. Not that I don't like vintage style amps. I mean, I have this one. I have the other one, the 28, the SC20H as well. But it's surprising to me that this one is so high on the list. 829 euros. People are digging the classic stuff. Nothing wrong with that. And a number 1, the Harley Benton Tube 15 head at 219 euros. Maybe this means that a lot of people, hopefully young people, are testing the waters and trying tube amplifiers to see if, you know, tube amplifiers are still fun in comparison to the modeling stuff. I haven't tried this amplifier at all. I don't know what it's based on. Is it Marshall-y? Is it Fender-y? Is it Voxy? I have no clue, but it's very affordable. And apparently people are enjoying these, so power to them, right? I hope that some people are getting their feet wet in the tube amplifier world, and that they're now, you know, starting to enjoy that world, and maybe will expand a little bit and buy some other amps in the future. So that was very interesting. As I mentioned yesterday, the MT15 was at number 1, so I don't know what happened there, but interesting. So just for fun, let's take a very quick look at what is underneath number 26, just to get a quick idea of what's going on there. Friedman B100 Deluxe, amazing, at 27. So this is another Plexi type amp. I'm not really familiar with the bigger Plexi type amplifiers. I don't know what the difference is between this one and the other one, this one. I don't know, hand wired perhaps? Maybe that's why it's a bit more expensive. The Origin, Soldano SLO 100 Classic, amazing amplifier at number 30. EVH, the Stealth, 50 watt, 6L6, Mark V 35, interesting. So these are probably old stock amplifiers that they're getting rid of. Not bad, I think mine was like 3,500 when I bought it, so they lowered the price. Not a bad deal. Victory Kraken Mark II, really cool amp at number 33 for about 1,400 euros. Bugera, Badlander. I don't know if they're still making these. Another big Marshall head, the JTM. Friedman Twin Sister at number 37. Ah, the Iron Ball. Interesting. I was expecting this to be higher on the list than the Steve Morse, but nonetheless, it's a cool amplifier. SLO 30, wonderful at number 40. Man, this is one of my favorites as well. I have one back there. Iron Ball as well. Really good amplifiers. Rockaverb 50 by Orange, number 41. This could be higher on the list. It's a legendary amp. Rev Generator G50 at number 43. Ah, another using Kettner deal. Check it out. The Tubemeister Deluxe 40. My favorite. And then, the SLO 100R. Pricey, but wonderful. Good to see it on this list for sure. And yeah, a bunch of cool stuff. Friedman Jake Lee 20 at number 51. The Fireball 100. What a legendary amp. This one should be higher on the list. Definitely. Yeah, so I don't know. For me, this was somewhat surprising. I was expecting other amps to be higher on the list, but it's good to take a look. Maybe we can do this again later and then see how the state is in a couple months, for example, just to see what people are buying. because I think this is pretty interesting. I hope you enjoyed this video. So again, if you want to support this channel and help me out, you can buy something at my affiliate links for Thomann or Sweetwater. I'll put links in the comments or the description down below. You can also get something in my web store, like an IR pack or a quad cortex capture pack and all that good stuff. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are on these amplifiers. Are you surprised by this list? Let me know. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Please also hit the like and subscribe buttons, as that really helps the channel out. Thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you soon. Cheers.